What is up, everyone? My name is Michael Pohl with Bay Area Aquatics, and today we're going to be talking about the 20-gallon long tank that I have set up in my office. And before anyone says anything in the comments, yes, this is a giant bobblehead behind me. Alright, so I went ahead and threw you guys on some boxes because surprisingly I'm in my portrait studio and none of my tripods are here. So I've got you guys on the little handheld tripod on a stack of boxes, so sorry for the bad framing. But like I said, this is my office 20-gallon long tank. I've wanted to put a fish tank in my office for a while, but one, I'm only here like once or twice a week, sometimes more. I stop in almost every day, but for like 10 seconds. Like I'm running up here, I'm grabbing something, and then I'm leaving again. So it didn't really make sense to have a fish tank here. My business partner's here a lot more than I am. He's here in the mornings a lot. He does all the computer side of our business. I do the actual in the field stuff. And he was like, you know, you should put a fish tank at the office. And so the second he said he wanted one, I figured, you know what? It's coming out of the business account. I wanted to play with the 20 long anyways. I wanted another fish tank, and I needed a spot to put my betta fish. I'm stumbling there. It's late. It's like 10 o'clock when I'm filming this, and I still need to do a water change. But I needed a place to put my betta fish because I wanted to free up that tank at my house. So I got a 20-gallon long. This is from PetSmart, I think. I paid the full price for it because I wanted to get it. I wanted to get it set up. I think it was like 40 bucks. The stand for it I got off of Amazon. I've got a couple of 2x4s that I guess you can kind of see. This little shelf down here, or just a couple of painted 2x4s that I threw across it just to use as kind of a shelf thing, but it's not really a shelf per se. I've got the extension cord Velcro to the bottom of this, so it kind of hangs up and it gives me my drip loops. And then as far as equipment inside of the tank, I've got a Beamswork light at the top. I've got a Fluval E100 or E200. I can't remember which one I bought. I'll put it in the link below. E-heater, I like them. I have one in my 75, so I went ahead and threw one down here. And then I've got two Aquarium Co-op USB air pumps that are under here. You can kind of see it, I guess. Powering two sponge filters inside of the tank as far as filtration. I wanted all the filter stuff to be inside the tank. I didn't want to have to deal with a hang-on back. I didn't want to have to deal with it clogging. I didn't want to deal with any of that since I'm not here very often. I don't want to come here 3 days later to find water all over the floor. So I figured sponge filters, best case scenario, power outage, power surge, landlord flips something on accident, whatever it is, I don't have to worry about it. It's sponge filters. It'll automatically restart. I've got the check valves. I've got a couple of check valves on it just because I'm that paranoid. But yeah, it should be fine. As far as aquascaping, the middle plant still hasn't really grown in yet. This is jungle val. It melted all the way back down to the roots, and it's finally starting to grow back in. And it's starting to kind of grow out this way towards the front, so I need to pull some of those and put them back into the back. But I'm hoping that jungle val will kind of do a whole wall right there in the center. I've got water sprite on each side, and then I've got some, I think it's like red something, Lutwiga or something. Can't remember what it is. I had some extra of it that I bought at my auction. And so I just went ahead and threw it in here. It didn't keep the red color like it did at the tank that I have it in my house. But it's got a little bit of red. It's a little bit of different texture and not that big of a deal. And I've got white pool filter sand and two spare pieces of Searer stone that I had that I used to have in the guppy tank back when it was my pea puffer tank, but I took them out because I thought they were a little big for a 10-gallon. I've also got this tank on an auto feeder. You can see it right about there. It's one of the EI auto feeders because I bought it before Aquarium Co-op released theirs. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but like I said, I'm not here very often, and when I am, it's just real quick. So I wanted something that I could do a regular schedule with. Since I've got this all on a timer, I can pretty much just leave it alone. Or if I want to go on vacation for a week or two, I can just leave it, let it be. I've got it set up in the middle because we do have a whiteboard kind of right here out of frame, and we do spray, you know, the whiteboard stuff occasionally, so I didn't want to put it on the side of the tank, have it cut open, plus the bubbles from the sponge filters were going to get on the wall, and I didn't want to deal with that either. So I figured the middle was kind of the best spot for it. Like I said, I'm not super crazy about it, but it's not a bad automatic feeder. Like I said, it's really late. It's not a bad automatic feeder either. But, you know, it's what it is. As far as stocking the tank, I've got 20 neon Tetras. I've got 6 Pygmy Catfish, Pygmy Cory Cats, which are hiding right now. They're normally out and about, but I don't know why they're hiding. And then I've got a Betta Fish. Now, this is my Betta Fish Bokeh. He was at my house. He now lives here. He is one of the laziest betta fishes I have ever met. Totally healthy, totally fine, comes out and eats, but likes to just chill back in this corner because it's up against the bookshelf, up in the water sprite, kind of sitting on the sponge filter and that. Every now and then, he'll come out and do a little swing around, chase maybe a Tetra or two, but he spends most of his time just kind of chilling back in this water sprite here at the top of the surface, loving, you know, sun sunbathing and loving life there. I was trying to get some pictures of the fish earlier, and I could get him to come up just up to the front corner right here, just enough that he would be able to eat the food, but he wouldn't really come out into the open. Didn't really feel like coming out, I guess. That's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say. Oh, one of the pygmy catfish is out. Don't really know what else to say. I know this video is kind of a little scatterbrained in that, but this is a tank I've had set up for like 2 months now, maybe 3, and I keep meaning to show it to you guys, but every time I had an issue with the first set of neons I bought, I had like 3 of them out of 20 survive. I don't know what was up with them, but they just did not go well. The tank was cycled and everything, but I was just having issues, and I wanted to show you guys once I got the stocking up, and yeah, so it's here, stocking's up. Every time I think about coming down and film, I'm usually coming down to do a water change, and I'm usually like running late. Tomorrow I don't have anything, so I'm going to do the water change here at night because I don't like to do it in the daytime when all the tenants are around, because we have a main common bathroom, and so I've got to like share the waterways, and I don't like carrying buckets back and forth, and some of the tenants don't like that either. So I usually come here at night and do it, which is fine because I'm a night person anyway, so I like having the building to myself, and I can blast my music and do all that. And since I know I'm just rambling on about random stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here. Like I said, I just wanted to show you guys the tank. This is a tank. I do have it. I've already got, you know, algae and stuff growing on the glass because it's been like 2 weeks since I've done a water change in this. So it does get a little bit neglected, but this is probably seen by more people than any of my other tanks just because of the clients coming in here. So hopefully I can get this finally steady and stable. The cycle is good enough, and I can clean it up and start doing a little more videos and showing some people how basic neons can look really good in a tank. So let me know what you guys think about the tank in the comments down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.